Battle Royale, a genre of games that has shaken the gaming industry for the past 2 years. Games in this genre are about dropping into an arena of sorts with a number of players. You have to find loot that can range from guns, medical equipment, ability, and so on and so forth. The main draw to these types of games are the chaotic gunfights, where tons of players are in a condensed space. You have to manage opponents, make your builds count, and most importantly, never stand still. There are a bunch of battle royales to choose from, so today, let's look at the newest one, Hyperscape. Right off the bat, you can see this game is very stylish. The weapon reload and unholster animations are very clean. The aesthetic of this game is very strong, but it doesn't really do anything outside of it. Most of the locations look very similar, so the map can get very stale quickly. There are some interesting tracks in the game, loading screens too. So the wait to get into a game isn't interesting. Anyway, let's talk about the game. When playing Hyperscape, you'll first realize how atrocious the default settings are. The ADS sensitivity is inhumanely high, and there isn't any FOV slider on console yet. When playing this game for about an hour, you'll probably barf at how to control it. You can change the sensitivity and get used to the FOV, but still. Just as a fair warning, this game can feel gross at the first hour. When you finally get used to the controls, you'll find weapon surprises. In this game, there are about 10 primary weapons, and you can hold 2 of them at a time. You can then hold 2 cooldown abilities known as hacks that grant you abilities such as teleportation, invulnerability, other ways to deal damage, etc. The hacks and guns in this game can provide separate playstyles, but there is an obvious meta that you'll realize quickly. Long to mid-range weapons are able to kill enemies almost like opening a tab, since guns in this category have no bullet travel time. It is simply click to shoot. Invulnerability and invisibility were intended to have a defensive role in a fight. Instead, you can control the tempo of the fight, and that gives a significant advantage. The time to kill for most guns are disgustingly low. In other battle royales, you can raise extra health on your health bar to take more hits. As a plus, the close-range gunfights in this game are very awkward and very comparable to flailing your arms to get some damage in. In Hyperscape, you have to run away when you are at low health, and your opponent is chasing you, or you have to hide to conserve health. It can be frustrating for some to take enemies for 14 blocks, but to me, it feels like a game of cat and mouse. The mid-game is the most fun I have had in a very, very long while. You're like a scavenger searching for enemies to eliminate. The definitive way to have fun in this game is to search for kills, not winning, because there are a ton of issues in the endgame. The endgame is the most frustrating, or actually, wait one sec. Let me just, whoopsies. Let me just fast forward this, because it's really boring. Really boring stuff.
Let the battle go. Eliminate all other contenders.
The endgame is very frustrating, more frustrating than any other battle royale, and usually it is the most fun part of these games. Most of the intense firefights I was talking about happen at the last few minutes of the game. In Hyperscape, the endgame slows up onto the mid-game, and now you have to be aware of what you're doing. The way to win this game is to either outlive the rest of the players, like most battle royale, or get an item called the Crown and hold it for 45 seconds. So you can either hunt down all the remaining players or run as fast as you can and live for 45 seconds. This is why I say not to play to win, but to fish for kills. I am personally fine with this because the most fun part of battle royales for me personally was getting kills. The battle pass for this game is very cool. The free pass in this game is one of the best I have seen. With some currency and a free tier 100 skin, it checks out. I would say this game has some things it could fix, but for an online game that just came out a month ago, I think it is worth trying out. 3.5 out of 5. Definitely worth a shot. Okay, guys, that was my first scripted video. I hope it has been fun, and I'll just play like some gameplay for the last 10 minutes to sort of draw it out and see how interesting it is. Yeah, like maybe I should just talk over it. We hit 21 subscribers. It is a very big milestone for me personally, and it didn't take a while either. We didn't do this for like maybe I remember like a month or two. Yeah, you see how disgusting invulnerability is? You can just do that to someone. And I just feel like this YouTube thing has been so much fun. And I realized about 9 to 10 people have been watching my channel without me sending it to them. So I really thank you for watching my videos in your own discretion. Like nobody's telling you to do it. So to me it's like an act of kindness. So thank you so much. It really helps. And yeah, this has been like my first scripted video, so it's really, really important. And yeah, I just had a really fun time making this. I was really holding this off. I was going to make it yesterday, but I wanted to get some really, really solid gameplay footage because, you know, I'm sort of like, I really want my gameplay to be interesting and really fast paced and get a lot of kills and stuff. And as you can see here, the meta of this game is just to have a mid to long range gun and then a decent close range gun with Slam, pretty much the best mobility, the best mobility ability, and then invisibility, which I think is a better armor because see how disgusting that is? And then look, this guy absolutely debates me. But do you see how you can just sneak up on people and just wreck their craft? It's just insane. It's really disgusting. Now. As you see here, I'm not totally adapted to the close range aim in this game. As you can see, like, using the riot is pretty disgusting, and aim assist is a very big factor into this game. Now, let me go to a recent captures. And this one. This is the next video. And I got some pretty good footage for this one. Actually, I think that was a continuation of the last one. Yeah, it is. And yeah, I feel like this game, it hasn't really been given a fair shot yet. Like Valorant, I heard like people were saying, oh, this is gonna be the next Valorant, it's gonna die on arrival. And I haven't really checked out Valorant yet. I might if the game gets on to Xbox, which it most likely won't. But if it does, then I'll check it out. Because like every game, like just if you would. Like, if every single person, like, were to try out a game for 3 hours and see if they still wanted to play it, I think that would be a good thing. But, like, so loud. This thing absolutely stressed. Look at that. It is disgusting. But yeah, if somebody just tries out the game for like 3 to 5 hours, I feel like that's good. if someone can still like have fun with a game after playing it for 3 to 5 hours straight, then you should give it a shot. Like, the game can feel pretty gross. I came in like really high expectations for the game, and like in the first hour of it, I was very disappointed for some reason. Like, it was just it didn't look like all the streamers. Like, it didn't look like the game all the streamers were playing. It didn't look like the Hyperscape I saw. But then I just kept playing it, and I just realized this game is just really fun. I also want to like sort of get good at it. I want this to be the battle royale that I'm good at, the game that I'm good at. That's sort of like the dream I want to have. Like,
The extra jump event.
I also have like a sort of like theory that, like, what if the best Fortnite player, this is just random example, what if the best Fortnite player had it? Oh my god, that was disgusting. Let me play that back. Oh my god.
That's one noche.
Nope. Why is this thing so slow?
That's one.
Let me play it back again. What the? Oops. This isn't good. Alright. I'm gonna talk over this, so it'll be fine. So basically, like, yeah, I'm just gonna, like, so far I have a ton of games that I'm sort of playing, but I want Hyperscape to be the game that I'll take some attention on. Dragon Ball Fighters, of course, that's going to be my fighting game for a very long time. I'm waiting for Guilty Gear or Street Fighter 6 to come out to play it, but until then, yeah. Now look at this. It's just, let me analyze this. I get a headshot. Now, you might be questioning how disgusting. Now look at that. I just did 70 damage in less than a second. And I think I killed that guy too. Super easy, no effort, and then I think I died with this guy. Yeah, I do. No, I don't. Not yet.
Sectors are starting to collapse.
Yeah, I go back to grab my invis, but then I'm gonna actually fight this dude. Land a riot shot and spray him to death. I wanted to have a defensive ability, but I just picked up the shockwave for no reason, so I was gonna get my invis back. And yeah, I think I got 6 kills before dying. And then I just get bolted. Rocking a riot 2, hit him for 56, out of range. Look at that. Yeah, and he's gone. The reload animations, the unbolster animations, they're very clean. There's so much eye candy in this game.
A sector has collapsed.
I feel like this game has like a good path, and people are forgetting that. Yeah, I get that protocol. There's gonna be some very suspect sniper shots. I just like try and get a clean headshot on this guy, but I just can't follow him. And I try and go for a body shot before he falls, and I miss really badly. As you can tell, I'm not the best at sniping. Like, really not. I tried to end this to get like a shot on him, but I have to reload. Yeah, I don't get any angles. Try to go for one more shot, and I'm just gonna spray. Now I realize I have like 2 2/3 of health, so I'm not gonna fight him. And then I heal him, and then he does slam in the building. So I'm like, I miss up the slam and I'm dead. Yeah. So after that, I like mess around in training mode for a bit. The loading screens are pretty long in this game. They feel really long.
Feel free to experiment with the various weapons and hacks we want to
I
see.
feel like the Riot, the Ripper, and the Hexfire are my favorite guns in this game. Like,
if you find a copy of a weapon or hack you already have in
I
your
would
inventory,
use
you can fuse it.
the Ripper more in my loadout if, like, I could rely on it close range more. Like,
In other words, you'll
I tried to use it close range, but it just wasn't really working out.
in other ways from fusion. If you're running low
Getting shot plays, but instead, like, I really don't know how I'm picking up teleports here, but I guess I am. And, by the way, neat trick, this is a good aim training trick. You can just absolutely spray here.
reloading.
Look at those animations. They're absolutely...
Watch out.
Look at that. It just wiped out of the sky. And like I said, hit scan, basically like, once you shoot something, it automatically goes in. There's no travel time, there's no bullet, drop, no anything. It's basically, I think that's where the term clicking heads came from. You just click heads, just click. And then, yeah, that's it. Have a nice day, everybody. I'm gonna upload some more content soon. You can probably expect weekly uploads. I don't want my channel to be really stale, so yeah. Have a nice day, guys. See ya.